The opposition view is playing a benefit of the doubt game, and they're by far, on the losing side. First of all, they're on the neo-colonialist side. Even the Republican would keep his mouth shut for the most part in a serious debate. They wouldn't use social norms once the form of the debate is serious and not political. Okay? It is pinpointed, it reflects intelligence, and especially if they had a serious and educated crowd that wasn't playing stupid. So, if you're going to create the master cat for combat, and you had to choose between the average house cat, the leopard, and the lion, which would you choose, okay, for jungle combat? Now, some of you are dumb enough to say the lion because you don't use your head, and that's part of the problem here. That's part of what pisses me off. You don't use your heads. The leopard is by far a superior hunter to the lion. First of all, the lion is not used to looking around for danger. He's used to hiding behind grass in a very simple way, ambushing his prey. The leopard runs across the trees like nothing and conceals himself and can dive down. For the same reason, the falcon is superior to the mouse or the squirrel. Is the reason, for almost the exact same reason, that the leopard is superior to the lion. The leopard could ambush him from above, he could ambush him from below. He's smarter, he's faster, he's more intense. The lion's more unfocused and slower. Especially if you're going to train that animal. Not only could you train him to strike him more effectively and more easily, but you could train him to retreat while the lion is bleeding out. Done. No brainer. Okay? For the same reason, it's a no-brainer for a similar reason. It's a no-brainer that I'm the top martial artist. First of all, Egypt already defined in a way that a child should be able to understand if they were listening to this video at least. What the top martial artist is the falcon. It is not the boxer. He's too slow and relying on too much brute force. It is not the trapping range Wing Chun guy. It's not the Kung Fu guy. It's made for guys whose form is inferior to Pharaoh. It is for the skywalking, focused moral intensity, the divine top martial artist, okay, in terms of, for those of you who are scientific more, in terms of moral intensity and being pinpoint accuracy in regards to what is the moral way to proceed in life. Okay, the leopard not only resembles the way I look, the body structures, there's strong parallels. The leopard, the falcon, the sun, the air. Think about the way a hare moves side to side quickly. When its predator tries to lunge, it moves side to side, boom, it misses him. That same kind of lateral movement, the same kind of bouncing side to side is how I would easily outmaneuver the big, strong boxer. Tyson would have great difficulty striking me even once in weapons combat. Extreme difficulty. It's almost laughable thinking that he could. Okay, I dodge him quickly with intensity. I stab him in his big fucking neck. You know, I'd rip it right open. There'd be a coal this big. He'd be done just like that. I would bet money that he wouldn't last more than 5 seconds in weapons combat against me. Okay, that's how much there's a gap in moral, mental, spiritual, and romantic prowess, brain function, mind, body, soul, spirit, brain and body connection. One way to understand the brain is to understand how the body moves. Movement means mind in Latin, like mental. Okay? So, the falcon is the fastest animal said to go 242 miles an hour. When you use focus, moral intensity, you break your limits. Okay? Other things like just being mad is not the same thing. The brain doesn't function the same way. When it pinpoints and has the mental clarity to say, this is what's right, because the brain is forged correctly to insist on what is right, not what the emotions desire, the brain functions in a superior manner. That's why moral intensity increases judgment. Even people in accounting figured that out. Okay? Any scientist should be able to figure that out real fast if they don't know it already. Moral intensity increases judgment. So, other people don't have the judgment when faced with the New World Order to insist on moral precision when 25,000 people die every day, regardless what religion or philosophy or race or what have you are. That's a stupid, fucking, ridiculous lack of judgment. That's pathetic. They don't have the balls, they don't have the heart, they don't have the intelligence to do what is right. They don't have the masculinity. Okay? So it's like sending a little girl into combat against me. It's fucking pathetic. Okay? I'd outmaneuver them so fast. You see how I'm kind of getting worked up now? Now imagine their bitch-ass argument and they refuse to admit I'm right because I'm more morally precise. They're unfocused ogre, fucking pink ogre. I would outmaneuver them and I'd cut them the fuck open. They wouldn't even come close because mentally they don't come close. These punk-ass motherfuckers have to resort to gaslighting, which is a play on words for gays lighting, when in their own language, being gay is a word for being pointless, being stupid. Okay, I'm not saying the LGBT community is stupid. The point is, even their wordplay, when I spell it out for you, shows it's like sending a little girl against the top man that ever existed because my family line was building up, while everyone else was refusing to take moral responsibility and to do what's right. They came up with bitch-ass spiritual arguments that are laughable. They came up with fairy tale, fantasy, illusion, kid plug-in churches. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And that they have the nerve to insult God while pretending to be righteous. There's no words for how much they lack sound judgment. No words, that's bitch. Ver in virtue means man. They're not men. And the way they hid from my challenge and resorted to playing stupid overkilled that by far. It's done. I am the top. And they are pussy motherfuckers whose own cowardice has stopped them from being even comparable in the slightest.